Welcome back to day 19 of the daily vlog experience. And as you can see, I have on this get up, which is from Inside Out 2. This is my anxiety outfit I wore for Halloween. So I have the headband and I also have the shirt. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all 1 second. I also have an external mic. I'm trying to be fancy tonight, particularly because I'm washing clothes. But let me show you. Oh, drop the mic. So this is the whole outfit. Alrighty. Okay. This automatic tracker. There we go. Alright, so let's do a few updates for today. As usual, I'm trying not to have any long videos. And I took some notes because a lot is going on. So the first thing that I want to do while I'm giving us an update on what's going on with the fires, I will say this. I have this outfit on because I just feel like this is such an anxious time. And while I am, doing all of my breathing exercises, all the things, it's still like an anxious time with the inauguration tomorrow, with TikTok making the changes, and just other things. So that is why I'm dressed like this. Because your girl is a little quirky. I would say that when we think about like Issa Rae's awkward black girl, I am more of a quirky. I would describe myself as more quirky than awkward. So let's go ahead and do the updates for the fires. So I am still under a red warning, until Tuesday at 10. So I have a go bag, but like my larger 2 go bags, I just went ahead and took the things out of them. I don't want to be at such a heightened state. Not saying that I still have 1 go bag, but to have like a lot of my clothes packed up and just in my living room is stressful. So I took those clothes out and I'm putting them in the closet tonight. So we are making progress with that. But let's talk about the fire updates. And as always, we are, of course, thinking about those who have experienced great loss. So for the Eaton fire, we have 81% containment and 2,400 personnel assigned. That's down from 2,700 over the last couple of days. And the Palisades fire, we have 56%. And their messaging is just a little different than the Eaton fire updates because they don't always have the personnel number readily available. So, and I usually check this in real time. So that's going on with that. And then let's see what's going on with the fire in Monterey, California. The Moss Landing power plant fire. And okay, so we don't have the containment, but there was an update 2 hours ago. And I guess one of the highways going there was closed, but now it's open. So their updates are mainly like road closures. Outside of the one that was 2 days ago, they don't really give a whole lot of updates. So that's what's going on with that. All right, let's see. What else are we talking about? Let's talk about what I did today. So today I did a HIIT workout. While I do try to do some sort of movement every day, I do like to do HIIT workouts when I'm feeling up to it. So I did that. I washed some clothes today. I always like to wash my sheets, wash my linen, generally on the weekends. I like to take care of that, so I can start my week with fresh linens. Let's see, what else did I do? I also cleaned up a little bit, like clean my bathroom, the kitchen, things like that. My next thing I'm working on this week is to declutter my office and to declutter my living room. because prior to the fires happening, I like had bought some boots and a few like clothes and things like that, and so I want to like open the boxes and all those things and get the boxes out of the way. So let's see what else. I ended up dropping my video that I was going to drop today for Boosie Teaches, and I will start dropping the podcast episodes tomorrow, one a day for the rest of the week. And then let's see. Tomorrow I'm going to an affordable housing retreat in Inglewood. And so that's from 9 to 4. I have to do a like pre-retreat survey. So I will do that because basically one of the churches I'm connected to, because I told you I'm connected to like 3 churches. One of them, First Inglewood, is developing affordable housing in the area. And like that is up my alley, very supportive. And so I want to support that retreat. Let's see what else. So youth group. So I had told y'all a couple days ago that I was going to really observe / support youth group at my main church, California Worship Center, but we didn't have youth group. We didn't have any activities on Saturday. They were canceled because of the distribution, because we still have a donation center. So I don't know why my voice choked up right then, because I don't know what that was about. Let's see. Oh, the last thing. Let's talk about how the TikTok ban was lifted in the morning. Y'all. So I'd already talked about the TikTok ban yesterday, but I do want to talk about it being lifted and how it's a little different. Folks can't go live. I don't have 1,000 followers, so I could never go live. But I can't see any of my people's lives or anybody's live. Nobody can go live. Also, the quality has diminished quite a bit. Before, the videos used to be very crisp and clear. Now they look like they have kind of like a fuzzy film. You know, kind of like when you're taking a picture and you need to wipe off your camera. That's what it looks like if you're unfamiliar with what the current state of TikTok looks like. My algorithm is a little off. So yeah, so there are a lot of changes, and folks are saying why that might have happened. Also, with one creator, I watched one of their videos and then my TikTok logged me out. And then I watched another video from the same creator and the TikTok logged me out. So now I just scroll from their video. Could be something to it. Maybe there's a glitch in the matrix, the TikTok matrix, but I was like, let me just keep scrolling. I was very I'm not going to say nervous, but I was very much paying attention to what was going on with my TikTok, mainly because TikTok is no longer in the App Store right now. The other thing with the whole TikTok ban is we don't have CapCut, and that's generally how I get like sound bites from some of my Boosie Teaches material. So let me check if it's up right now. It wasn't earlier, and I don't think it will be back. There are other editing software that you can use on the no. There are other editing software, but I like CapCut, so hopefully it will be back. Hopefully. The last thing that I wanted to say about TikTok, and I filmed this yesterday, but one of the versions of my video did not take because I used up all my storage, and I guess with DJI, like if you use up all the storage, that kind of corrupts the file. So I had to reshoot the last video a couple times. But anyway, the last thing I wanted to say about why I love TikTok. So y'all know that like I'm really into school, because I've been talking about that. And I am kind of nerdy, which is so funny because even though I always knew I was smart, I never really embraced this idea of being a nerd for a myriad of reasons. But it is clear, y'all, I am a nerd, which is okay. Well, I'm a blurred black nerd, so. And I say that as I have on this anxiety outfit. Right, I know. I wasn't reading the room. I should have known. You know, I've been doing all this self-work and all this self-love and all these healing journeys and was like, duh, of course you're a nerd, but I digress. So, I say that to say because I'm about to connect TikTok to the Harlem Renaissance. So, I love Zora Neale Hurston's work and Langston Hughes' work. I was a TED Ed educator, and so like I have a whole TED lesson on Zora Neale Hurston. Love her down. And if you're familiar with her work and Langston Hughes' work, they write in dialect. And so they're not using what some people would consider standard English. They're using AAVE, African American Vernacular English, or some people have called it Ebonics, or now they actually have moved away from AAVE to AAE, which is African American English. And that's a whole linguistic study that we could go down, not tonight. So the thing that I liken to TikTok and those particular writers in the Harlem Renaissance, because if we know the Harlem Renaissance, it is the apex of Black art in all the different ways. Well, it's one of the apexes. I would say also the Black arts movement in the 60s was also like very important, and that's also an area that I've studied quite intensely, as well as the Harlem Renaissance. But anyway, I digress. So we're thinking about the Harlem Renaissance, and we're thinking about different people like Countee Cullen, who wrote Yet Do I Marvel. And we're thinking about like a Nella Larson and some of the other people during this time. Actually, let me just double check, because I do believe, I want to make sure that. It's so funny, like when you're not recording yourself, it's like you can know all these things, and then when you record yourself, you start getting nervous. Like, do I know what I know? Yeah. And there were just a lot of different writers. Those are just two that I mentioned that didn't always had the same reputation, I should say, as like a Hughes or a Hurston. But the reason why I bring that up, and I bring that up with TikTok, is because a lot of times I was telling you how people just come as they are on TikTok, and they're very laid back. And so a lot of people have bonnets. A lot of people don't have makeup. A lot of people are in their bed. A lot of people are just, it's just not curated. And I think that that's why sometimes TikTok gets a negative perception, because people are so comfortable, or because people are not always showing themselves in what some might consider the most pristine light. Even though we're not even talking about what people are saying, the quality of their like content, but we're focused on the delivery. We're focused on the aesthetics. And I think that is why some people have a negative view of TikTok. And so I'm saying all of that to say that I'm glad that TikTok is back right now. We'll see what it develops into, because I do think that, and a lot of creators have been talking about this, I do think the TikTok pre-yesterday is not the TikTok we have today or moving forward. And that makes me a little sad, because I did like the old version of TikTok, but I am happy. Happy is not the right word. I am content for the moment that folks have gotten TikTok back, because many people are still able to create the content that they did before. But I will say, with this new update, there are some folks, for reasons that I won't say on the internet, have not been able to create some of the critiquing content that they used to. And so that complicates what TikTok will become. And this probably will be my last video talking about TikTok, just because I think things are going to get a little complicated. But anyway, that is all I have for this video today. As usual, I'm so glad that you were on this journey of me yapping, y'all. It's so funny, because when I decided to do this journey, I had no idea. I had no idea what this world and space would become. But I am glad that I'm chronicling this moment. So anyway, as usual, as I was saying, as usual, I'm so glad that you're on this journey as Boosie evolves. And shout out to the people that have been checking out the videos, y'all. Today we have 18 views on the video. Like, yeah, on the last video, I should say. So folks are checking out the video. Hey, if you want to, follow this journey, please subscribe. But anyway, I going back to my real conclusion as usual. Thank you so much for being on this journey as Boosie Evolves. I'll see y'all tomorrow.